Hi. You know, before I start, let's time, date, and stamp it. Today is Monday, November the 14th, 2022. Right now it is 11:35 a.m. You know, one of the reasons it's so important that you time and date whatever it is that you're doing. I can't begin to tell you how important it is. I have told you that me living here, I am being not only stalked, but my whereabouts and my comings and goings are being monitored. It is a very, very sinister atmosphere I am living in. I cannot tell you how many times as soon as I leave this apartment, I am being followed. You know, it's no coincidence. And even if I have all of my electronics off, I'm just still this morning I told you about the water situation. The water got turned off around 10 o'clock a.m. My roommate, the doorbell rang at 9:45 a.m. I guess she was told that the water would be turning off. She didn't tell me. So I already got my clothes on the bed laid out. So I go and turn the water on to let the hot water, no water. No water, right? Okay. Here's where it gets really, really good. Here's where it gets good. Every time things happen, I always check the time. You got to always check the time. So this happened 10 o'clock, right? She didn't tell me anything. If that is who indeed came to the door and told her that the water would be off, she didn't tell me anything. Didn't even come and knock at the door. Her door is wide open, so she don't have an excuse to say, well, I didn't know she was there, because you know what? We all have a latch on our door, and when none of us are here, we always padlock our door. So yeah, there's no excuse. So I did a little podcast or whatever. Now, before I did the podcast, I checked the water. I checked the pipe. Listen. Oh, God, just please listen. Before I podcasted, I checked the water, checked the pipes, no water. I podcasted for about half an hour, maybe 35 minutes, not sure. After I podcasted, I checked the water again. Checked the pipes, nothing. I knew I wanted to clean myself, so I said, damn, because I don't know when the water is going to turn back on. So you know what I did? I said, let me go to the store and let me buy 2 gallons of water. I want you to understand what I'm saying. I said, let me go to the corner store and let me buy 2 gallons of water. I'll come back and I'll heat up the water or whatever. Now, mind you, before I left, I checked the pipes, checked the water, no water. This was about 11:15. I go on the elevator. There's the sign inside the elevator, right? Monday, November the 14th, between 3 to 5 p.m. I said, you know what? I said, let me take a picture of it. I'm in the elevator. I go down to the first floor. I come back up to my floor. I get off. I went and I got my phone. And I took a picture of it. Then I walked out and went up to the corner store. I came back. I threw some water in the pot to heat up the water. It's cold, New York. It's getting there. Okay, about maybe 50-something degrees outside. It's a bit chilly, but you do need some warmth in the water to put over your skin, right? I put the pot of water on the stove. I emptied one of the gallons of water in the pot. So it was on for about just not even 5 minutes. And I said to myself, I started, doing things because I know that I just want to clean. As a woman, you just want to clean the sensitive areas, you understand, under your arms, all that stuff, right? So I went and I threw something in the toilet, some liquid or whatever, and the toilet flushed. I was just like, oh, okay, that's the game they're playing. I was just like, okay, that's the game they're playing. Now let me ask you a question. What are the odds? There's a camera in the elevator. What are the odds? I left my room at I left the apartment at about 11:17 a.m. because when I looked at the time, it was 11:15. I would say maybe 11:20 because I had to put my clothes on because at this time I know I have to go to the store to buy the 2 gallons of water. I want you to understand what's happening to me and what I'm going through in this building. You see, it's not just in the building, but it's on my phone too, right? What are the odds that as soon as I took the picture on my phone, went to the corner store, and say 10 minutes later, I come back and the water is on now? So all of a sudden, after I took the picture, listen, I took the picture. Because now the picture is proof. Because I'm just not talking now. I got proof. I got documentation. You see, when I tell you that my phone has been hacked, my phone is compromised, because I kept wondering, how are these people knowing? Because this person is giving out my information. And as soon as I leave my apartment, I can tell, right? I can tell who these individuals are. And it's not by coincidence that as soon as I leave the apartment, that I'm being met. Happenstance. And either in the hallway or downstairs by one of these individuals, or when I walk out of the building, I know who they are, and you understand what I'm saying. So over and over and over, I have to keep changing my phones and changing my numbers, and it doesn't help. Because you have to keep asking yourself, how are these individuals? They're virtually strangers to me, but you know when you're being followed. You know when you're being stalked. I haven't turned on my shower all morning. You would know if I have my shower on. My roommate would know. Because my shower is right up against her room. So who's passing information? Who's telling who what? Do you understand? It's only after I took a picture of the signs. There's a sign in the elevator. There's a sign downstairs in front of the building on the door. But it's only after I took a picture of it as proof that you're going to turn the water back on. Is this a game? Was it to spite me? What's happening here? What's really going on here? God told my caseworker, I said, I don't want to be here. I said, please move me. I told my social worker, I said, please, you have no idea what happened. You have no idea what I'm going through here. I don't want to be here. I can't be myself here. And even though I try to dampen myself down, it doesn't make any difference, because what people are going to do, they're going to try to do all kinds of things to antagonize you. Case in point, my roommate. Now, when the caseworker was here, she was already telling, we don't have much of a hallway. I don't even call it a hallway. It's just about 5 feet long and but so wide. You already have a hamper in the hallway. Caseworker was nice enough to let you leave it there, although no one is supposed to have anything in the hallway. No blockage or anything like that. You're not supposed to do that. Over and over, even after she was told not to put anything in the hallway. It's always something, right? Last week it was a laundry bag. had the laundry bag in the hallway. I saw it. I left it. 1 day goes by. 2 day goes by. I said, wait a minute, you're not going to start this again. You're not going to start this again. So I took it and I put it in the living room. The living room is hers anyways. Yeah, let's just call it what it is. It's hers. I put it in the living room, and you're not going to do that. You can't have your room, the living room, and the hallway too. We're not going to do that. So you can't have 3 places because you can't. The apartment isn't yours. It's a shared space. Act like it. Be considerate enough, right? She's not. She isn't. So I took her laundry bag and I put it in there right now. Last week. She left the laundry bag in the hallway. A day go by, 2 days goes by. I spoke to her about it. That's what it is. I spoke to her about it. I said, if whoever have the laundry bag in the hallway, please move it. So I know it wasn't the young roommate. She wouldn't do that. I know it was her, but I made my mouth loud enough to, please move it. So she comes out and say, I forgot it there. BS, right? But doesn't matter. She moved it. The next day, I came back. I come outside my room and she put it back again, but this time she put it on top of the hamper that's in the hallway. And I was just like, oh, jeez. Okay, all right. So whenever you come out the hallway, you have to move your hand that you don't touch her laundry bag because she has it on top another hamper in the hallway. Like I said, the hallway is just so big. You can't even call it a hallway. A day goes by, 2 days goes by. She doesn't move it. 3rd day. I take it and I put it in the living room. Like I said, the living room is hers anyways. Because I spoke to both of them, I said, when I first got in, I said, let's try to keep the walkway clear. Like there would be nothing to impede our walkway, It's all 3 of us sharing the space, so just let's be considerate to one another, try not to block each other's pathways. And we all agreed. It was all, amicable and everything like that. So after I put the laundry bag back, should be the end of it, right? So then this last week, a few days ago, I'm in my room. We all very much, stay to ourselves. The other roommate, the young one, hasn't been here in a while, so, it was just me and the other one. So I started to see that she started doing things as soon as I come out of my room. there would always be something impeding my path to and from my room or out the door. Case in point. Sometime last week, as I'm about to go out the door, her shopping cart is blocking the doorway to go out the door. Oh yeah, it's laying down in front of the door. So I said, what is going on here? What's going on? Because somebody was ringing the bell. And I don't know if I wasn't really expecting anyone, but reason I went to the door because the young roommate wasn't here. And I wasn't sure if it was her, and maybe somehow she lost her keys or whatever. So, to be on the safe side, I said, let me go check. And that's when I saw her shopping cart blocking the doorway. And I was just like, what? So I picked up the shopping cart, went to the door, and it was asking for, I took that cart and I put it in the living room. Because where the living room is at is where her room is at. So, like I said, it's adjoining. So the living room and her room is hers. Because me and the other roommate doesn't go in there. I used to go in there in the beginning, but like I said, she started doing passive aggressive behaviors that I wouldn't go in there. So she doesn't really spend any time in there. But I started to see her start spending time in the living room to block me from going in there. Because I used to, because of the disturbances upstairs and stuff like that. So that was her way of letting me know she didn't want me there. Just passive aggression. You get it, right? Microaggression, all that. So I stopped going in there. It's hers. Yeah. So I took her shopping cart and put it in the living room, and a couple of days later, once again, I'm going out the door, and I guess she was sweeping, and she had a pile of trash here and a pile of trash here. And remember, she already know the other roommate isn't here, and we all know when each other isn't here because there would be a padlock on our doors, right? That's a telltale sign, So I realized that she's doing this because the other roommate isn't here. So the other roommate wouldn't be able to corroborate what's going on. So she's doing this spitefully to me. So I'm going out the door, and she has the broom slanted at the entranceway for the door. So in order for me to go out the door, I have to move the broom. I moved the broom. I said nothing. I think I went to the store. When I came back, the vacuum cleaner was in the middle of the entry, so I went around it. So it's over and over and over, but I know it's a spirit, right? It's a spirit it's a malevolent spirit I'm dealing with. She's looking for a confrontation. She said something. I don't know if she had someone here or not, but she said something that I found very, very peculiar. She said it a few days ago. She said, ever since we had that meeting, you think that you're this or that. And I was just like, what? I was just like, huh? What are you talking about? And then she's just like, yeah. This is after she's had stuff in the hallway, and she keep having stuff in the hallway. And so I addressed her about it. And that's when it's like she was looking for it. When people are looking for that interaction with you, because other than her not antagonizing me, there will be no interaction, because I already see the kind of spirit that, this individual possess. So I addressed her and I said, listen, I said, please stop blocking the entryway. Stop it. I said, they already told you not to do that. Please stop doing it. Then she says, well, you know what? I don't like the way you're talking to me. And I was just like, you know what? You're not a child. Stop acting like one. I said, stop your negative behavior. Because I have to tell her that over and over. I said, you know better than that. On several occasions, I said, why are you acting like a child? I said, you're too old for this. You're too old for that. Someone should have to tell you the same thing over and over and over and over. But you see, the thing is, if someone has to tell you something more than twice and 3 times, and you're an adult and not a child, then it's intentional. You're doing it intentionally. So then after a while, you know that they're not going to stop until you address them again. That's when she said, I guess that's what I said, you're delusional. I said, the same meeting, the same meeting that we had, that afterwards you've apologized to me on numerous occasions about your behavior. After that, you mean that meeting? I thought it went well. And you did too. Unless you were lying to me. You thanked me about calling a meeting, because you said that you've always wanted the meeting to be called. So let me tell you something. I keep to myself, and I don't bother anyone. It's not like I don't want to. It's just that I have no reason to. I'm a very private person unless I do this. Unless I share myself, I'm a very private person. But what I will not tolerate is intrusion into my private space. What I will not tolerate is people continuously doing things to antagonize me. So So the question is, let's get back to the water. The question is, why is it that I had to take a picture of the notices that was put throughout the building in order for the water to be turned back on? What games are being played in this building against me? How is people knowing when I'm leaving or when I'm coming? How is this happening over and over and over and over? How? Right? You have to start questioning yourself, and you have to start, looking around you. You become paranoid. But this is the era that we're living in. You can't trust anyone, not even the people that you're living with. You have to be so very, very careful. No, I'm not happy here. I'm not happy, but I'm content. And I thank God every day. But I also ask Him to give me the strength every day, because you're going to always have these spirits coming against you. And it's like I said, because it's not just me that things happen to. You have to ask God to give you the strength, right? Because you never know who's watching you. You don't know. You don't know what they're plotting and what they're planning. So you have to ask, you have to ask the Creator, give me the strength. Whatever evil or whatever their plans or whatever traps they have laid for me, let them themselves fall into that pit. You listen to me, and you listen to me very carefully. Always be on the lookout. I am trying to tell you. Usually, when people are kidnapped or someone goes missing, it's not by happenstance. I was watching a video the other day, and it was about, a child that he always used to see. He drew a picture, and the parents saw the picture. And in the picture, they have the house and, the mom and the dad and their car. But in the picture, there was a gray or a silver car that the little boy drew. And this is why it's so important to talk to your children. One day he went inside and he told his mom about the car that was outside. So when they came outside, they saw the taillights of the car. It sped away as the as the parent or parents came outside. So they told their son, they said, the next time that this car comes by, you let us know. You see, come to find out, whenever the little boy was outside playing in the yard, there was this particular car used to be right outside where the boy was playing. And the man would just sit there and watch the little boy playing. But here, where it was so important, instead of going with the man, because after a while, and this is where grooming comes in. I'm going to do another podcast about grooming. See, it was a period of time the man was in that vehicle watching the little boy play. And he did that because he wanted the little boy, let's say the child, because it could be a girl too. So let's say the child. He wanted the child to get comfortable with him being there. I'm going to tell you about how children get missing, molested, and we branched off, didn't we? But it's all connected. But here's where the parents did a very, 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 very wonderful, wonderful thing in raising this child. He ran inside and he told his mother about the car outside. Because what the man did one day, he beckoned that little boy to him. He said, "Come." The parents, after the car sped away, they went up and down the neighborhood and they were asking all the neighbors, "Did you see this or did you see that? Did you see that car that was in front of our house?" And because none of the neighbors owned a silver or gray car, you understand? So he was, asking, and they was like, "No, we didn't see it," and everything like that. So some time passed again because the car didn't come around again, because now he knows that the driver of the car knows that the parents are on notice. So they stopped letting their little boy go out and play. But after a while, after they saw that the car wasn't coming around anymore, they said, "Okay, little Timmy, you can go out and play again." So one day, little Timmy ran in and said, Mom, the car is out there. The car is out there. So the father ran, and as soon as he ran outside, the car drove off, sped off. The dad ran in his car. By the time the dad ran to his car to get in the car to speed and chase the car was already gone. So they went and filed a police report and everything like that, but there was nothing to report. He didn't get a glimpse of. He didn't get the license plate number. He even took a picture, but it was not close enough. So the law enforcement, they couldn't do anything. The car never came by again. And I say that to say this. You listen to me very carefully. Someone is watching your routine, your whereabouts. Trust me. Your neighbors. Sometimes that could be good and sometimes that could be bad. Right? Because your neighbor know what time you're going to go to work or what time you're leaving. Oh, okay, Sally is leaving. Okay, she is about to go to work at 7 a.m. Oh, John, yeah, he goes to work around this time. It's always good when you have a good neighbor that, that's watching out for you and everything like that. Anything suspicious there, they could always give an account. But then let's go on the sinister side, right? There are those that are watching your routine and your regular schedule. For malicious intent. So people, 9 out of 10 times when people go missing or someone is kidnapped, they've already staked you out and stalked you enough to know your pattern and your routine. So for me, in my case, there's no coincidence that after I took the picture and then I went to the store to buy 2 gallons of water, and when I came back, miraculously the water is back on. These are very, very the times that we're living in. You have to be so hyper vigilant. Be on your P's and Q's, as they say. I don't like, or should I say, no one wants anyone to intrude upon their privacy, especially like that, especially like this. I don't like it. And it happens every day. And I only talk about it when it's really, really over the top, like today. And it's just not one individual, so it's more than one. It's gang stalking. I must tell you, it's very, very, very uncomfortable feeling. So I'm going to end this by saying, talk to your children. Talk to your children, and as a woman, look around wherever you go, especially at night. Just take a look now and then in your rearview mirror. If a certain car has been following you for a while, pull into a very lit area. Matter of fact, if you can, pull into a police station. Pull into the parking lot. Right into the police station and just stay there a while. When you pull into the police station, call someone. Give them the description of the car. Don't go inside because there's nothing that you can report to the police, They can't do anything. They can't go off of anything. After all, it could be just, another innocent, person driving a car and it just happened to be going the same way that you're going. But then if, after you leave that lit area and you go on your way and then that very same vehicle, then you know for a fact you're being followed. Let it get close enough to you. Get the license plate and go to the nearest police station. And then you report it and stuff like that. And yeah, even ask an officer to follow you to your place of residence or call a friend. I cannot begin to tell you how many cases of kidnappings and missing loved ones are just here today and not here tomorrow, and you're just like, where? The parents' hearts are breaking. And it's usually someone that has been stalking you to know your routine, your pattern. Or someone who thinks that you're vulnerable enough. You met them online and they tell you, oh, okay, meet me here or meet me there. Don't. And if you do, make sure it's a public place or carry a friend with you. They don't have to sit at the table with you, but just, in the background, just in case. Just in case, because of the environment that we're living in right now. You have to be careful. I don't care. Listen, prevention is better than cure. It doesn't matter if they call you paranoid or crazy or you're just overly sensitive. Let it be that. Let it be that. As soon as you come out of your house, your apartment, you look around, ladies. Because it's not men that they're kidnapping. It's not men that go missing, because those are the perpetrators, right? Most of the time. Just take a look around, just... It wouldn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to do that. We're living in some very serious times. And if it's serious for the adults, you must understand the children. Because you know what? That's who they're coming for now. It's the children we have to protect at any cost. Because that is our future. Your child is my child. My child is your child. See, when it comes to children, when it comes to the innocence of society, when it comes to the innocence of human beings, there is no color, there is no religion, there is no barrier. It doesn't hurt to be aware. Okay, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get myself ready and get out of here. But yeah, I miss doing this. You hear me? I miss podcasting. But it's okay. And if it's not okay now, it's going to be okay. What they say, and this too shall pass. Take care.